Welcome back, folks, to more Arcanum. Alright, we're joining Mr. Ronstock, the evil elven wizard, back. And notice I did pronounce it Arcanum. I did have a comment that I was mispronouncing it by saying Arcanum. Tomato. So I'll try to remember to pronounce it, being that the prefix is pronounced arcane. We're just adding a at the end. Arcanum. Anyways, it's neither here nor there or fucking anywhere. Let's do some exploring here in good old Lower Tarant.
Hello.
I don't believe we've met. Your name is?
And who might you be to ask a dwarf his name? Bloody ignorant outlander, I'd say. As if a dwarf would give his name.
Forgive me, I wasn't aware it was such a breach in etiquette.
Excuse me, you don't need to take such treatment from this dwarf. Bloody annoying little runt, if you ask me.
Your opinion has been noted, Virgil.
I mean, look at him, putting on airs like he's some sort of native dwarf. I'd be surprised if he's ever even been out of the city in his entire life. You can always smell a city dwarf a mile away. He's probably got a manicure. His beard looks a bit scraggly, too. Probably out past his bedtime.
Enough, Virgil. Your face is scraggly. Now what seems to be the problem, sire?
I was saying that it was bloody rude of you to be asking me, a dwarf, for his name. It's not something to be thrown out and away like the day's rubbish.
Forgive me, I wasn't aware of such a breach in etiquette, as I said before, you little smelly fuck.
I suppose you're none to blame, stranger. Perhaps I am a little quick-tempered myself. Please forgive my harsh words. You may call me Magnus.
Magnus, a pleasure, sir. What were you saying about a dwarf's name?
Well, dwarves are an ancient race, and our traditions run deep. A dwarf's true name, his family name, is a sacred thing, a thing of mystery and power. Magnus is my common name. If I knew you well, I'd also tell you my family name. But Magnus will do for now.
I don't really give a shit about your family or your family's name. Why are you so protective?
Dwarven names are symbolic, a reflection of our history, who we are. A dwarf who gives just anyone his name has no respect for that history.
I see. Thanks for the lesson, Magnus.
It's nice to meet an outlander who tries to understand our ways. Well met, my friend. Now, how can I help you?
Might I ask you a few questions?
What is it that you need to know?
Do you know what this establishment is?
Yes, I do. And I curse the day I ran across the devils who own it. Ungodly bunch they are. I can only guess what goes on behind those doors. That building is the headquarters for the infamous P. Schuyler and Sons.
Why are you loitering outside of this store?
I might ask you the same, my friend. You seem awfully curious about P. Schuyler and Sons. What brings you here?
I'm investigating a ring. It appears they were the sellers.
Interesting. I, too, am investigating one of their products. I saw it for sale in a pawn shop down the merchant's quarter, and it had their imprint. Would you like to see it?
Yes, very much so. The dwarf shows you a rather plain-looking bronze bracelet, some faded scratching barely visible along its outer surface. On the inside you see the imprint of P. Schuyler and Sons. A rather nondescript piece, I'd say. What is its significance?
Nondescript? This bracelet is ancient. An unbelievable find. And the final piece to a puzzle I've spent my whole life trying to unravel.
Out with it, man! Don't keep me hanging on a thread.
Do you see these dwarven gauntlets I wear?
He shows them to you.
They were given to me by my grandfather, who in turn received them from his. Do you see the symbol carved on them? It's the same as the symbol carved on the bracelet. These gauntlets are the only link I possess to my ancestors, my clan, lost to my family since before any of us can remember.
Who was your clan? Why was your family separated from them?
Never ask a dwarf the name of his clan. I'd sooner cut my beard than tell you the sacred name of my people. Such an action might be considered blasphemy. And as for my family, that's none of your concern. We were lost to them, and I've spent the last 200 years looking for where they might have gone.
Very sorry. Not really. I say, have you spoken to the Scales about this?
That, my friend, is the point of this whole story. I've tried on multiple occasions to speak with the Skylers concerning this bracelet and where they got it. But I've been stonewalled by their employees from the very beginning. They're hiding something. I know it.
What could they possibly be trying to conceal?
The sources behind their inventory, the reasons for their reclusiveness, who knows? But I do know that I'm going to find out where they got this bracelet, regardless of what is necessary to do so.
I see. Well, perhaps we could work together.
Perhaps. I do see some potential in you, my friend, and you seem trustworthy. Done. Let us proceed and throw some light on this mystery.
Well said. Good to have you aboard, Magnus. All right. Yet another party member. That was a little shit of a dwarf. And some locked doors. Yes, I need to get key rings for both of my characters. I'll wait till morning. Hello. Welcome to P. Shiloh's Sons, Stealers and Ran Beautiful. My name is James Kingfoot. How might I help you? Hello. I'd like to talk with someone about the ring I used to have. What exactly can I help you with? Did you purchase the ring from P. Schuyler and Sons? Not exactly. I was given the ring by, someone. None of your fucking business. I'm very sorry, but we don't guarantee the quality of our products unless they were purchased directly from us. Now, if there's nothing else, I really must get back to work. No, you don't understand. Perhaps if I spoke with Miss Schuyler. I'm afraid that's quite impossible. Schuyler's are extremely busy men, and I knew they can't be bothered with something as trivial as your concerns with a product you didn't even buy. But wait, I just need to find out who. I'm so very glad you stopped by. Feel free to browse the store if you like. Have a good day. Are you serious? Beating the shit out of the candelabra? Oh, goodness.
Look! It's an ancient dwarven burial ground.
Easy there, big guys. I want some damn experience, too. Holy shit. Pissed off a legion of undead. And they're all coming for me. Oh, seriously? Run! It's an evil wizard! I'll punch him.
A friend! I've been wounded terribly! Quickly! I need healing!
Holy shit. You stole my kill. Ow! Ooh! Ooh! Going to buff up my charisma because I always want to be at the maximum follower capacity. All right. From rags to riches.
How can I help you?
All right. He is into herbology.
How can I help you?
Mysterious dwarven gauntlets. Rise from your grave, zombies. Nice throw, Magnus. You dipshit. It's so scary down here. I'm about to
Can't
shit
believe
myself.
what's been done here. It's a travesty.
Why don't you search for traps, Jesus?
How can I help you? What would you like me to do? How can I help you?
You missed. Slow zombie shit. You've pissed off Sog Migmud. You hit like a little bitch, zombie. You better run, you little bitches. Way to lose the sword. Turd burglar. I don't care about traps. Bastard's always coming for me. You suck with that boomerang. What's this doofy ass ogre doing? Better not break that sword. I'm gonna break your ogre dome piece. Better let myself rest up a bit here. Much better. You are fucking terrible with that bow. Are you shooting me? Oh, entangled. Guess it's every 3 points. Should be getting double points here in a moment. So many choices, so little time. Give me that shit. Chesticles. Chesticles and testicles. Where's my dwarf at? Magnus probably did better than Axe. Yeah, I thought so. Give me my boomerang.
Gods! They're using dwarf and zombies to do this grisly work. These truly are my lost people, and their resting place has been desecrated.
Magnus, are you sure? These dwarves look strange.
Yes, I agree. And I wish you'd stop going on about it, Magnus. I mean, these dwarves, even for the undead, they look a bit odd, misshapen or something. And the stonework in this tomb is atrocious. I'm not one to profane the dead, but I'd never claim these oddities as my lost people.
Easy, Virgil. You're not helping the situation.
What? Who are you to make judgments about dwarven stonework? You're not even a dwarf, and you're bloody stupid as well. Primitive dwarves. Blech.
I don't know, Magnus. There's something strange about them.
Strange? Of course they look strange. They've been raised from the dead to work as mindless laborers. You'd look strange too if somebody did the same to you. When I find out who's responsible, there's a price that's going to be paid.
Let's find out what's going on here first.
Do what you will. I'm going to do whatever I feel is necessary.
Bitch, I'll put a fireball up your dwarven asshole. Do what I say. I'm master of this castle. Little impudent dwarf. What? Who are you who trespass in the halls of business establishment? Identify yourself immediately. I'd watch my tongue if I were you, wizard. Don't test me, stranger. There's only one so much insolence I will tolerate here. Insult or threaten me again, and I will destroy you. Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. You're of no concern to us, although we will take some information. Information? You violated our home and business out of the need of information? That's utterly preposterous! Mouth off again and you'll be dealing with Magnus here. Oh well, had to take the bad route. Don't want Mr. Satan getting mad at me. Maybe I can do that speak with the dead spell here. Who is that? I only speak to my son, stranger. What kind of bullshit is that? Reload, see if I can find out some more information here. I need to find out the identity of one of your clients. Impossible. Even if you were here on legitimate business, we at Peace Island Sons would never betray confidentiality of our clients to even think such a thing. Listen, I'm not here to make trouble, but I have seen a lot. Yes, you have, haven't you? You've gotten me in quite a predicament. I suppose there's something to be said for making the best out of a bad situation. And you are persistent, I'll give you that. I am only asking for information about a ring I once had. A ring? Why would you think I've knows about such a thing? We've sold thousands of rings. What would distinguish this one from others? Listen for a moment, asshole. Ah, yes, I see, a signet ring. These letters GB, and more than likely they belong to the individual who purchased the ring from us. Let's stop stating the obvious. Out with the owner's name. You're in no position to make demands, fool. Claim yourself or I'll be forced to do so. Forgive my rashness. I'm very anxious to resolve this. Well, it seems we're at a crossroads. We, the Schuyler family, have been in business for more than 400 years. Never once in all that time have we betrayed the trust of a customer, and yet here you are, and so much you've seen. But exactly what have I seen? What is going on down here? I suppose it does not harm in telling you. I am Winston Schuyler, and these are my brothers, Edward and Niles. The Schuyler name is an old name, one of the oldest families in all of Arcanum. We've traced our bloodlines back to the Age of Legends further, and always from the very beginning we've practiced the darker arts. What do you mean, darker arts? Necromancy, my curious friend, conjuring of spirits, phantasmal speaking, and animation of the incurably dead. The Skylers are the family, spend their time in the twilight lands, cowed in the dark and shadow. I see. That explains the dwarf zombies. They're your work. Yes, it's not as cruel as you might think. These bodies are long past useful to anyone. They are spiritless and properly good for digging, and they are bounty. We've discovered here in the Dwarven Tomb. They've been extremely useful. And you built your store over this Dwarven Tomb? Yes, we discovered the tomb more than 150 years ago before Thorant had become such a great city. And so our family left their home in Old Caledon and moved here. We weren't sad to leave there. Some of the locals had begun to become suspicious of our activities. No offense, but I can see why they might be a little leery. Sadly, I can see your point. The world for one such as us is becoming smaller. So few people remember the old ways when magic was part of everything, everyone. There was a time when legitimate businessmen and no one blinked an eye at our operations. It seems, as you said, we're at a crossroad. Where to go? Yes, where? I have seen something you need, and hold something of ours as well. Anonymity. We are hurting no one here. The spirits of these dwarves are long gone. We own the land upon which this tomb rests. Don't you think the dwarves might consider this highness? This tomb is from a clan long ago forgotten. The very fact that it lies here in the lowlands and not mountains says they were more likely considered a lesser dwarven people. In fact, it's a strong possibility they were outcast. You know, a dwarf's true home is always in the hand-carved caverns of mountains. What is our agreement? I might think it's possible. If you agree to tell no one about our business operations, I will find out for you who owns the ring. Agreed.
How dare you speak of treaties with these creatures? Will you ignore the crimes they have committed against my people? Does the friendship I've offered you mean anything?
Magnus, please, let's think about this.
Fine. If I must, I will fight them, even alone. But I ask you one last time, please, join me against these monsters and help me to avenge my people. We've fought together as brothers, as friends. I've bled with you. Don't turn on me now.
I'm so very sorry, little Magnus. My decision has been made. Magnus, you dishonor me. So, do we choose to lose Magnus? Or do we honor Magnus by killing the necromancers? They are necromancers. I am a necromancer. I'm a dark wizard too, so why not side with them? Very good. Now, for your information. Our records down here are extensive, but it might take hours to find what we're looking for. I have a better way. We shall ask my father, Polonius Schuyler. Your father? And where is he? Well, he is here and not here. As you can see, we've preserved his earthly shell down here, and his body sitting in a favorite stuffed chair over there against the wall. I'm at a loss. Is this standard necromantic practice? Not really, but in his will my father insisted that we exhibit him just so. We've always been very protective of this business, and this is his way of remaining with us, the Schuyler standards. No offense, but just how talkative is a rotting corpse? Except in the case of reanimation, the necromancer deals rarely with the flesh. It's the spirits of the dead we converse with. This shell acts only as a medium for our impending conversation. My father has a little to do with the body as your spirit does with the clothes you currently wear. Do you understand? Of course, it's a bit unnerving, but I'll manage. Very well, we shall proceed. I now call to the other side, the place of shades and shadows. We call upon you, spirit of Polonius Schuyler, who now walks where we can only look. Do you hear us? Yes, get on with it then. Who calls upon me tireless are the souls of the dead. But how it seems to wear upon me to cross that river. Winston, I see, and another, yes, I suppose. I knew this day would come. Welcome, traveler. I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met, sir. Oh, I suppose over there we have not. Forgive me, my sight is not my own, nor is it my time. With these eyes I see the candle burning at both ends. This moment for me has happened 1,000 times, and none, no matter. Why have you come? What is it you seek? Forgive me, but it sounds like you might already know that. And you'll have to forgive me. My words are perhaps a bit misleading. I do see both ends of the candle burning, but do not see all of the candles. Does that make sense, traveler? I cannot see what is in your heart, only what might be, and all those endless possibilities. Some end in hope, others in despair, and some with you here among the spirits. I see. Well, today I've come seeking the owner of a ring. Yes, I know. A signet ring that we've made very important person. Important to us, but more important to you. I remember very clearly the making of this ring. The spirits called to us across the darkness as it was forged. They knew somehow all would come in its making. What are you talking about? Not so simple, traveler. Nary a candle for those words. They're not mine to say. I only come as the first of many messengers, some from the side of some from yours. Be wary of them all. The river which separates us and is around you, creating new flows. Navigate wisely. You're speaking in riddles. I beg you, be more clear. Very well, the ring. The man you seek is Gilbert Bates. There's nothing else I can tell you. When the dead call me back, traveler, I must return. Fare thee well. Thank you, Polonius. Alright, folks. We have a name. And that wraps it up for this video. Thanks for watching.